So we're going to have a look at No Matter What Sign You Are by Diana Ross and the Supremes.
Capricorn, Scorpio. She just reads them all out, doesn't she?
Well, that's a cop out.
Are they? Oh no, don't worry, I'll get into it. I'll start singing. But
is it the one that goes Aquarius,
Sagittarius? Exactly that. And what a fantastic picture on the screen there.
Yeah.
The Queen there, Diana. She is at the front, and the Supremes are looking to just try. You know, I imagine she was quite a hard task mistress and quite a tough boss as a front woman. Kept the Supremes on their toes. I don't know what she is.
I was just thinking that, like, seeing her lying back, you know, but taking center screen. I was thinking,
what an amazing woman!
Wow, check out that Leo energy. Was what came over.
I can like believe that.
Sign.
And the Supremes in support. It's very well. I got to look that up. I've got to find out more about the Supremes while we're talking.
Have a look at a couple of other photos of them.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're like goddesses.
No matter what sign you are, you're gonna be mine. You are.
And there again. And
if you go back to the beginning, and the name checking of all the signs, is that in any particular order, or is that in some kind of rhyming order?
Do you know what?
That's the first thing I want to know.
That's a really good question, because I never even looked at that. I just assumed that they were just saying them out in the right order.
Well, this is what we've become used to, isn't it? Where people use when songwriters use astrology, they like the rhymes and they haven't done their research. And to be fair to them, you know, when these songs were written in the 60s and 70s, they didn't have Wikipedia. They would have had a tight schedule,
or AI.
Or AI. They would have had to just get on with it, wouldn't they? Get a book maybe from the library.
They wouldn't have had an intern.
So they would have made a lot up. And the beauty of it was they'd be miles away before anyone checked.
Yeah.
The money would be in the bank, I expect, for writing the song long after anyone fact checked it, which they didn't have then, of course. But there would have been some scrutiny much later on in the process. Oh my God,
we're fact checkers.
But you are.
We're astrological music fact checkers. I never thought I would ever.
Yes, I'm afraid.
Oh my goodness, I feel really ashamed.
Yeah, and so you should. Shamed. Self-realizing shame there.
Okay, so anyway, like the order it goes in is Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus.
Yeah.
Like there's no real pattern there other than like Capricorn's an earth sign, Scorpio's water, and then Taurus is an earth sign.
Yeah.
And they're kind of going backwards, but they're not in any particular obvious order. Gemini, Virgo, Cancer. Geminis and Virgos are related. They're mutable signs. And then Cancer is a water sign. So it's like air, earth, water. Pisces, it's also spelt wrong, but that's not Diana Ross's fault.
Pieces. That's how badly researched this song is.
I could have corrected it. I just like copied and pasted it from a lyrics site. But anyway.
I imagine
Pisces, Leo, Libra. Again, there's nothing really connecting them.
So hang on. This is artistic license right here, isn't it? March the 26th, by the way, Diana Ross.
Okay.
March 26th.
Oh, she's an Aries, a fire sign.
Yeah.
Like first
order.
lady. Yeah. And Aries, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. It's interesting because like there is a resonance with Capricorn, Scorpio, and Taurus, although they're different. They're all slightly I would say conservative, or slightly serious, or slightly powerful.
But they wouldn't have done it in that order for that reason, would they?
I don't know. I mean, Pisces, Leo, and Libra are all very creative. And then Aries, Aquarius, and Sagittarius are all very kind of out there. And
I really don't think it's been written in any purposeful way then. I think this is artistic license from the start in the first. And this is not even a verse, is it?
No.
Or chorus. This is just the beginning of the song. And I'm so sorry we can't just play it.
Yeah, it'd be lovely if we could play it.
If this were a radio show, on FM or somewhere like that, we could. We love when you and Carl do these musical bits. Hysterical. It's not meant to be hysterical, Global Nobles. It's meant to be really serious.
She's saying,
the talky bit at the beginning. That's what this is, isn't it? Capricorn, Scorpio, Taurus, and they go, and then it rises up on the last bit, which is Aries, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and then into the song, boom. And what are they called? The backing band of Motown are in there with the drums. It's a great track. It's full of beautiful Motown vibes, and cash and carry writing. But because they're so good, it's so forgivable. I mean, it was a factory. It was a musical factory, I think it's fair to say. And it's like, okay, well, what should we write about today?
Yeah.
No matter what sign you are, you're going to be mine you are. That rhymes. Let's find out a bit more about astrology. So the moon shines bright above. I can't remember the tune.
I want to analyze this, but just before we do, hi Louisa, sorry joined late. This is fascinating, great show. I'm Leo with Venus in Scorpio. So this is interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a real sense of you know, Amy's looking for you know, a partner who is strong and capable and slightly mysterious. And then Greg with his who's a Pisces, Venus in Pisces, is looking for somebody quite mystical.
Well, I imagine they would both like that description, wouldn't they? You know, we've talked about this before. What is the sign you want to be? What description
versus what you are?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this, I imagine Greg would be very happy to be described as you've just described him.
Kind of mystical. Oh no, like mysterious.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah, mysterious and strong. Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to be. I mean, you'd like to be described like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
and I hope I am from time to time.
People are saying hello to each other. That's nice. So let's on with the show. So Moonshine.
Can I just say it's the Funk Brothers? So the band on this track are the Funk Brothers. The cash and carry checkout team, basically, just banging out the Motown music at a very high level. And that is not meant in any way, quite the opposite, to diminish their skill. I mean, part of their skill was their ability to craft these songs almost like they were on a production line, like they had to get. Berry Gordy was saying, "Come on, chop chop! This is Motown. We got to get these songs out there." Funk Brothers supply brilliant backing track to this. Diana Ross on lead vocals, background vocals, not vocals, background vocals by the Blackberries, who would be Vanetta Fields, Clyde King, and Shirley Matthews on this track. I think it's right that we give them the proper credit.
Okay, all right. Again, you're trying to turn this into a musical show. I love that.
Sorry,
you can't help it. No, it's fine. Okay, so the moon shines bright above, and the charts declare it's not my night for love. Ooh. Now, do you think that's true? Like, I mean, we've actually got a full moon tonight, quite a big one.
Is it full? Yeah, it was looking totally pretty bulgy as he drove home, wasn't it? And I'm feeling it, I've got to say. Oh, and that's why you were such a poo-poo head this morning. Is that right?
Yeah, that's why my tension.
Okay, you're so forgiven.
That's why I was a bit tense and emotional. Yes. Has anyone else been feeling full moony today? Yeah.
As in a big poo-poo head.
So, yeah. But, I mean, the charts declare it's not my night for love. But actually, when the moon is shining bright.
Quite the opposite.
When the moon is shining bright above, it raises all the emotions. It raises the waters in us. It's like it's creating a lot more emotion.
So the moon might be declaring a night of love, but the charts might not. The astrological charts. I mean, at least they've had the not intelligence, but the research, the level of research and understanding of astrology to say, and the charts declare. That's not an everyday word or understanding, is it?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the moon is usually shining bright above.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, I was picking heads a little bit there.
Oh, okay.
You know, like the moon is above us most nights, like every night, apart from the time of the new moon. And that's just not factual. The beat of my heart, I feel a good vibration, saying you and me, baby, would make a good combination.
Do you know, as well with this, I'm reminded of the track I'm Gonna Make You Love Me, which I think is. Are you gonna sing it? Well, there's a part where it breaks down. Is it the Temptations and the Diana Ross and the Supremes? I'm Gonna Make You Love Me. And it breaks down, and the guy, one of the Temptations says, and with every beat of my heart. It's really beautiful how he says it. And I think they must have thought to themselves, I can't put that in again. But then again, there's only so many things you can say in a love in a Motown love song.
Right,
so we'll go with it. Okay. Yeah, because I think this is quite late on.
So that's a bit lazy.
Well, but then again, there are only 8 notes. There's only so many things you can say in a love song. But that, when you break it down to this and you see Beat of My Heart, that does come up in I'm Gonna Make You Love Me as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure Good Vibration's not the only time that's been used in a Motown song.
Or in
a Beach Boys
song.
Yeah.
What I kind of disagree with here, there's no need for looking to the stars. Can't you see the stars shine in my eyes? Do you know what? it's very helpful to look to the stars sometimes when you're looking at relationships. But I do like the cut of their jib, you know, that they are determined to love the person that they love.
That's a bit of attention seeking. You see the stars shine in my eyes. I heard you're damning by faint praise somebody who looks good by candlelight. Who was that?
What I meant was, like, with Venus and Pisces, like, there's something mystical about them. It looks like they're kind of dreamy. It's almost like they're I was trying to
okay, all right.
I was trying to like describe, you know, like that like slightly sleepy, slightly sexy, slightly date-like
get those
energy.
Candles on.
Not to say they're hideous.
They look better.
No, not saying that. I mean, we all
tell you what, get the candles out.
Don't we all look better by candles?
Bottle of wine. A bottle of wine and some candles. Okay.
And some sunglasses.
Sorry.
All right. This has got nothing to do with astrology, so I'm just moving on. Okay. Right. Now, here we get to the grist. No matter what sign you are, you're going to be mine, you are.
Yes.
Can't let astrology chart our destiny. No matter what sign you are, you're going to be mine, you are.
Yeah. Which also reminds me how kind of stalkerish a lot of these tracks were. I mean, I'm now looking at the lyrics of "I'm going to make you love me," and now it'd be like, "What? You can't say that. I'm going to make you love me." And each of the verses is like, "Yes, I will. You know, I will." It's like,
sound like a bit stalkery.
But it was just, isn't it amazing how times have changed? And and I don't think anyone thought anything of it at the time. Like, I'm going to make you love me.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bit like Every Breath You Take is I'll be watching you.
Yeah, I mean,
that was meant in a good way.
Yeah, but that's really creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Owen. Yeah, it was the Supremes. Yeah, and the Temptations. Carl, you sound to be the support astrologist. Yes.
Yeah, he's really good.
I don't think that's what was meant by that.
Did I say pretty bulgy?
I said pretty bulgy. That was my support astrologer's description of the full moon. Pretty bulgy. I think I'm the first to use it in astrological circles.
I've not heard it before. Okay, so what do you think then? It's like, can't let astrology chart our destiny. No matter what sign you are, you're going to be mine.
It's sounding like an attack on astrology now. It's like a woman, an Aries woman, Diana Ross, and maybe the writers were thinking, okay, this is probably how Diana would deal with it. She's Aries. She's not going to go with any of the astrological stuff. She's just going to say, look into my eyes. You'll see the stars there. Never mind about the charts. Never mind what sign you are. You're going to be mine. You are. Boom, done.
Yeah.
So it's like an anti-astrology song in a way.
I actually think it's like a narcissist love song.
Okay. All right. Ooh, I bet they never thought that might happen.
That could be like the tagline for it.
Yeah. Well, can I tell you, originally intended to be Diana's and the Supremes' final single before the departure of Diana Ross. It was penned by Berry Gordy. I mean, this is Maxwell's dad. Rockwell. I always feel like someone's watching me. Another
stalker.
What's going on here? What have we discovered about Motown? He's the son of Berry Gordy, as I recall. And this is written by Berry Gordy, who's clearly a very amazing person, very amazing man. And it was almost, maybe he was writing the final song and saying, like, this is what I think of you. This is what I think of the Supremes. This is what I think of astrology. Yeah. Good luck in your new record company.
Yeah.
The song failed to fulfill Gordy's expectations. The single did not reach, unless he wanted it not to reach, the top 20 in either the US or the UK. It peaked at 31 and 37 respectively in July 1969. The song released as the third single from Let the Sun Shine In, which connects nicely to last week's song. The cosmic stuff that they were dabbling in. Yeah, they're also lying about. As with most singles released under the billing of this group, session singers perform the backing vocals on the recorded single as opposed to the Supremes group members at the time. Mary Wilson and Cindy Birdsong. Isn't that a fantastic name? Isn't that a beautiful name?
Yeah.
But it tells you what was going on at Motown as well. I think it is cash and carry. It is, writing songs to order and very quickly, contractual obligations. Never mind about the actual lineup. We'll bring in backing singers. Boom, done, goodbye. Yeah, which is sad. But still, even with all of that going on, it touches my heart. and moves me in a way that so many of these beautiful songs do.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I take umbrage. I don't like this line. Your water sign just lit my fire.
Not possible.
What the hell
I mean,
is
that goes
about?
against every law of physics as well, doesn't it? As well as astrology.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know I tend to have like a slightly alternative way of looking at life, and I do question narratives, but I'm pretty sure when you have water, you can't light fire.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You fill me with such desire. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at the last page of lyrics.
Very gaudy. Sagittarian, I think. November 28th.
Yeah.
Well yeah.
Just seeing if there's any
93 still around.
Okay. No matter what sign you are, you're going to be mine. You are. Can't let astrology chart our destiny. Blah blah blah. Need you beside
it is
me.
Again.
Only you guide me.
Yeah.
It is an
anti-astrology song, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay. I don't care about your rising sign.
What?
How dare they?
Yeah.
All I know is when your lips touch mine. Well, do you know what?
move me, boy. You really move me, boy. No matter what sign you are, you're going to be, come on, everybody at home, you're going to be mine, you are. And there you go. Hold me tight. Hold me. Hold me tight. Hold me.
Do you know what? The rising sign really represents the actual body.
And he doesn't care about it.
So like, I don't care about your rising sign, like your body, but all I know is when your lips touch mine. But that is kind of like the rising sign.
We know where this is going. Sadly, do we not?
Okay, so have we got a verdict then? Is this astrological integrity
or artistic license? I think it's definitely artistic license. There's not a great deal of astrological integrity, credibility, and a little bit of anger. I think very gaudy, not entirely happy about what's going on. He's losing Diana Ross. He's got to get some more songs out. He's written this very quickly. He's the label boss, and he's writing these songs, and the Funk Brothers are supplying the back end. It's incredible in a way, but to answer your question, this is just artistic license, and astrology has lost again in this battle.
Yeah. Okay. Well, join us next week as we look. This Tuesday.
On that rather sad note for astrology.
It is. It is a sad note.
Besmirched and done down again.
Yes. Once again, we are like the poor relation. So anyway, let us know if you've got a song you'd like us to diss and examine under the guise of astrology, and also let us know if there's something you'd like us to look at in the next session.